to the sort of the south and west of there. They're the Warriors, a school founded in 1927. That is a tiny enrollment, obviously, and Roger Babson, the entrepreneur, founded it, and this is their first year in collegiate bowling. Jessica Santiago, who struck earlier. 2 for 2. No problem for Jessica, and 4 in a row. And this is the good Weber, Chris.
Yeah, we've seen Jekyll and Hyde out of them. They've shot some really big scores and shot some low ones, but when they get going, they put the strikes together in bunches.
A lot of concentration for Brandy Branca. That's going to cross over and carry. Not pretty. Makes my partner flinch just a little bit when he sees that, but it's still a strike.
And you'll see the shot from Brandy, and she just rolls over the top, but her arm gets a little bit away from her ankle, but that's caused by her shoulder leading first. But they needed a big break. They needed a way to get back in this match. That double pulls them back to 26, gives them a little momentum back, and kind of evens up the good break, bad break thing.
And Yasin will miss the head pin and leave 1, 2, 8, 10. So the first really challenging frame here for Weber.
Yes, this will be a difficult make. She'll have to cross over, hit the left side of the head pin, and try and carry that over into the 10, either directly or off the sidewall. Ideally, you want to hit it right around here, send it straight in, or if not, hit it thin enough to go in and back off the wall. Very close.
Well, the lead dropped from 26 to 22, but that is a big lift for the Lady Warriors.
Huge momentum swings. The other team's counting on an open here. Head pin right off the sidewall. Clips the 10, no problem. And that's almost the same as throwing a strike.
Well, you and I have talked off the air quite a bit about momentum in this format, with this Baker format. That's just a stiff 4-pin right there. So how do you think it works in a team format in bowling? I mean, obviously you've had times where you felt a lot of momentum individually when you're on a roll. How does it work in the team format?
Well, it's the funniest thing when you're not throwing a shot but once every 5 minutes, that your emotions can go up and then down so much without ever throwing a shot. Somebody misses a single pin spare, it deflates the whole atmosphere around the team. You go to Key Brooklyn for a double and everybody's pumped up and you got a great break.
Look out. Would have made the split had the 10-pin been standing there. Well, when you join a USBC certified youth league, all youth bowlers receive this cool USBC youth jersey. Becoming a member also gives you a certified average, access to tournaments and scholarships, and lots of great awards. For more information, log on to bowl.com. Get in the game. Katie Thornton. Cross. You can hear rooting for the cross, and got it. And she's just about as surprised as anybody in the building, and might as well celebrate it.
Is that the Icky shuffle?
The Icky shuffle was more side to side. She was leaning at about a 45-degree angle on that. That may be the Katie shuffle. See, Icky would have turned left. She did a little bit there. You want to illustrate that? But it's serious business for McHenry and for Danielle.
You love it.
Got high.
They're not going to fall easy for us. Stick with it, baby. Stick with it.
Well, last time you saw her cross at the 6th board at the Arrows, this one crosses almost the 11th board. Somewhere in between there is what she's looking for. Ideally, most of her teammates are on the 8th or 9th board. Again, making a the 6'10" here keeps their team somewhat in it, but down 25. I really thought their strength was on the fresh, but there's been a few nerves and some shots have gotten away.
No nerves on that. A solid cover. But you can see the lead for Weber. A very healthy 25 pins as we get ready for the 9th frame.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at shot. Look at shot. Let it roll. Let it roll. Just like.
Weber on a pace for 226. And the best McHenry can do is 221. And that's if all goes perfectly to plan.
Here you can see how Ashley reacts to her first shot.
That's never fun because you took your 3-6-10 that you hate and added the 9-pin behind it.
This is the toughest spare in bowling that's not a split. And on this pattern where they're a little bit slick on the gutter, there's not a lot of help out there.
Let's do it.
She's going to have to get it towards the gutter and get it to come in from this angle where the ball goes between the 3 and the 6 and hits the 9 and sending everything else down the row.
She goes to the spare ball, a dragon. Perfect.
Well, you see a few guys do that, and when the lanes are tough and you can't get it off the gutter, that's the other option, is you throw it straight back and just take everything back. But you have to be incredibly accurate to make this work, and she throws it perfectly. It's the 3-pin just right center, and she should be happy. That's an excellent spare.
So now the best, if everything goes right for Weber, they could go to 236. McHenry's still hoping to get to that 221 mark, and they'll have to strike out to do it. And Tina Young gets the opportunity here.
They'll have to strike out to force Weber to throw a double in the 10th.
She had an open in her first appearance. Not that time. That was a nice kick on the 10 and a little jolt for McHenry.
And that strike sets it up where they can shoot 221. Actually, what they've done there is make Weber mark in the 10th.
Inner Nelson Burton Jr. there?
Well, if there's one person in this field that I'd want to step up and have to throw and have a shot, Haley has been it.
All right, come on.
I did channel my Bo Burton there because I sufficiently jinxed her. And
that's a makeable spare, however.
In the first frame, she hit the 9th board, and this one was well inside of that. Actually, she hit the 6th board the first time. That was the 9th board on that particular shot. Lucky to leave the 6-10. A 6 count there would have made things much more difficult for both the spare and the count.
2, baby. 2.
All right, she knows she has that.
Yeah, girl. Good spare. Come on.
Now 8 more pins, and Weber will lock up game 1. Now, while you're playing, how much scorekeeping are you doing?
Here we go.
The math in your head.
I think very often most players know the score, and they know she knows exactly what she needs right now.
Just like it.
Roll it to the pocket. That's all you got to do.
Everyone talks about clearing it and just keeping it simple and hitting a target, and that is ideally what you want to do here. With all the distractions, it can be very difficult in this situation.
8 pins, and Weber will win the game.
Shot.
9 will do just fine.
Much better shot, a little slow off her hand. But a much better shot, leaving only the 6 pin, and shuts out McHenry with that.